You participate in and become aware of positive behaviors. You cannot help being happy and feeling confident when you are actively engaged in hobbies and side projects that bring you joy. It seems so simple, doesn't it? Yet so many of our days are packed with things we should be doing, such as driving our kids to school, running errands, working, and making dinner. A lot of us spend the vast majority of our days serving other people, but sadly, we fail to spend quality time serving ourselves. The side projects, crafts, and hobbies we want to do get pushed to the back burner day after day. No wonder people can go from loving their lives to feeling dissatisfied in tiny incremental steps without even recognizing what went wrong. Often, what went wrong is that you did not carve out 5 minutes here and 10 minutes there to do things that make you feel good. Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive and go do that. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive. Howard Thurman. It does not matter if you love making tiny birds out of origami paper, baking elaborate cakes, or knitting baby socks. Your hobbies are important because they feed your soul. Never feel ashamed of them and never feel guilty for carving out time for them. In fact, your hobbies might be the most important part of your day. How can you be the best employee, the best partner, the best parent, or the best friend unless you feel your best? My dad made his living as an engineer, but he also built furniture in his spare time. He did this in part to save money, but he was mainly driven by the desire to work with 2x4s and to design and construct furniture from start to finish. He was also an amateur photographer, and he played tennis at least twice a week. When I watched him participate in these activities, I could see the joy on his face. It was palpable. I bet you know people who have hobbies that make them feel childlike and alive. My mom gets giddy when she sees my son, Jack, wearing something she hand-stitched. JC, Jack's dad, and arguably my better half, is full of energy when he is in the kitchen cooking an entire meal for family and friends. I practically bounce around when the subject of crafting comes up. What do you love doing? When are you most inspired to do this? Can you carve out at least 10 minutes to do this each and every day? Spoiler alert, the answer is yes. Here is your permission slip. This is your permission slip. The most important part of my day is the part where I take care of myself and feed my soul. I cannot be the best partner, the best employee, the best boss, the best parent, or the best friend if I am not at my best. Therefore, I have permission each and every day to pursue my craft in order to take loving care of myself and be my best self for the most important people in my life. Creation is not a luxury. It is a necessity. Craft a life you love. Tomorrow, keep track of your activities, such as working, exercising, cooking, and running errands. And notice how you feel. Rate your happiness on a scale of 1, drained, to 10, awesome. Activity. Making the bed. How I feel, 1 to 10. 10. Notes. I have already accomplished something right after getting up. Activity. Running. How I feel, 1 to 10. 8. Notes. I need to do this in the morning. Activity. Checking and responding to email. How I feel, 1 to 10. 3. Notes. Need to find a better system for this. Activity. Blogging. How I feel, 1 to 10. 5. Notes. Love sharing, but posts take a lot of time. Activity. Editing videos. How I feel, 1 to 10. 8. Notes. Takes a long time, but I enjoy the process.